What if I told you that you could build a professional, fully functional website in under 5 minutes without writing a single line of code? That is exactly what 10Web promises, an AI-powered builder that designs your site, adds content, and sets everything up for you all in just a few clicks. It's fast, flexible, and it's built on WordPress with full access to Elementor. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how it works step by step. So, if you've ever felt stuck between two complex builders and two basic templates, this might be the solution you've been waiting for. Check out the link in the description to get started. Once you're on the site, just click on Get Started for free, and it'll ask you what you want to do. Basically, you have three options here. The first is to generate a website using AI. We're going to ignore the two options for now because all we really want to see here is how good the AI will perform in creating our WordPress website. So we'll click on this to proceed. And the next page will ask you to describe your dream website. So for now, we're just going to let it build a portfolio website so that I could showcase my skills to anyone who would want to read about me. So I think that would suffice. Let's click on Generate. So after we clicked on Generate, and Web AI is analyzing what we put in, what we typed in, and eventually you'll see it kind of expand whatever we wrote into something more fitting for a website generator. Next, you'll see here on this little cute animation that it's building the structure for the website. And over here, it'll ask us to edit the site structure. Now, if you click on this, you can add more sections, custom, about, benefit, or whatever section you want to add. And below that, you could actually arrange, drag up and down the specific sections here. You could also remove them if that doesn't fit whatever vision you have for your website. And over here, you will see the subpages. And within them, there are also separate menus that you could arrange, edit, or add or remove. So I think we're happy with this for now. Let's click on Next. So the next option that it's going to ask us is to style the future website. We'll be presented with different color palettes here that you could choose based on your preferences. I personally am a fan of green, so we'll just stick with this for now. It'll also ask you to select which theme you want to add. They have classic, flat material, minimalistic, and soft. You know what? I'm more of a minimalistic person, so we'll just select that for now. And I think those are all the options that it's asking us, so let's just click on Generate. And here, once the site is generated, it's of course going to ask us now to sign up. We have the option to continue with Google or sign up using email. I'll just use my Google account to sign up, and then we can continue. Alright, now that we're done signing up, we just have to wait a little bit for it to finish and create the website that we wanted to create. And there we have it. It took about 2 to 3 minutes, and now our website is ready. Let's go ahead and click preview and edit so that we could start editing our website. There you go. Now it has a lot of placeholders and a lot of stock images, but again, the beauty of this is that it's going to remove the hardest part of making a website for us, which is starting from scratch. We can just go on and edit specific sections, headings, and text to whatever we like. If you want to start editing this, however, we'd have to either sign up for a plan or we could try it for 7 days free. Now I'll just go ahead and sign up so that we could proceed with editing our website. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and changed to my working website. That is still with 10Web because I already had an account and I just wanted to show you the getting started section earlier, but essentially this is what you will see after creating the website and clicking on edit to edit specific sections. If you are familiar with WordPress, you will notice that this is also somewhat very familiar to you if you've used Elementor before, because that is what 10Web AI is built out of. It is built out of Elementor, the page builder that is run specifically on WordPress. Now, I'm not going to give you an overall tutorial of how Elementor works because you can learn more about that in our other videos. But for now, as a brief overview, essentially Elementor is a drag and drop type of builder. You could choose elements and widgets from this side panel right here on the left side. As you can see, you have containers, grids for the main layout, heading, text, image, text editor, etc. For basic widgets, you also have some more advanced widgets like tabs, accordions, etc. And once you select something and drag it all the way to your main work space here, you can essentially edit that and see in real time how it looks like. Now, for example, I have this heading right here. I could just click on this and I can edit this right away from right here. You could also do the same with the text and the buttons. If you click on that element specifically, you can see a lot of options over here for the content, the style, and some other advanced options. And you can have AI generate a lot of the things here. Now that is how you edit the homepage on 10 AI Web Builder. Now let's click Save and Publish and move on to the other aspects of this platform. Now that we're back on the main dashboard, this is actually the most important part of the whole platform because this is where you can manage all of your websites and website settings all in one place. Up here, you have the workspace settings. If you click on that, you'll find different settings to manage your workspace. You can invite users, view the activity log, use it as a white label space. You also have some other workspace options like subscription plans, details, and payment methods. Next to that, you have the other product offerings of 10 Web. You have websites and hosting, you have domains, and 10 Web payments, of course, if you run an e-commerce store. Now, next to that, you have a create a website option and all the other quick actions over here. And you can see the different workspaces that you may have on the sidebar here. And most importantly, down here, you will see your list of websites. Now, I only have one website for now, but if you add more, this is where you will see them. This button will redirect you to see and visit your website. This one will help you access your WP admin dashboard, and this will just give you all the other options to clone or remove your website. And let's go and click on manage to see how we can manage this whole website from the 10 Web AI dashboard. All right, so now that we're on the manage website section, there's a lot of options here, but I'll walk you through them one by one. Over here, there is an option to go to the live environment of your website or a staging environment of your website. Now, a staging site is just a test website where you can perform all the changes before pushing it to your live website. Now, down here are the similar options we discussed earlier, and below that are the different menus or tabs available to us, and we'll go through them one by one. So first is the main tab where you can see an overview of everything that there is to do on your website. Now, since this is a new site, it has some setup options for us that we need to complete. Next to that is a sub-tab called Overview. It's essentially kind of a dashboard or overall overview of your website. You can see page speed scores, usage summaries, and all the other things that are essential to managing your WordPress site. Below that, you'll see an AI Builder option or tab, and this is essentially where you can see all the pages on your website. And up here, you can go specifically to the header options, the footer options, or single page archives and slide. These are basically the taxonomies available on your website. Now, you can quickly publish or unpublish this. Click on this to edit the page or other options to remove the page over here. You can also add more pages or just generate it with AI here. Over here at the navigation tab, this basically is your site menus. So if we open the website, these menus up top are the navigation menus, and these are the same options that you can see over here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 menus, and this is the main e-commerce menu. If we open that up, you will see the different menu options similar to the menus on the WordPress dashboard. If you look this up, these are those menu items, and you can add more if you want to, or you can expand to kind of change what the navigation label is or what page they are redirecting to. Next is the e-commerce side. If you decided to build a website with an e-commerce functionality where you will sell products, sell courses, or basically sell anything on your website, you will have an e-commerce tab where you can monitor your sales, taxes, variations, orders, or products, etc., all from the 10 Web AI dashboard. Over here on the settings, you can change your store settings, change your business region, your currency, or even your weight or dimensions unit if you are selling physical products. There's also a section for taxation in case you would like to set that up. Next is the website booster menu. Now this essentially gives you options on how to optimize your website, because if there's one thing about websites that I know is very important is the performance of your website. So you have the option to use a CDN, you have the option to use an image optimizer, you have the option to tinker around with the hosting performance and see all the different benchmarks and options that you can manipulate to make your website run smoothly and fast, which is important for SEO as well. Now, there's also the white label option here that we mentioned earlier. You can explore that as you wish. Now, next is the domains area. This is essentially if you want to have or add a different domain to your website. So right now, our website domain is primarymonarch.10web.me. If you want to add a custom domain, just click on this. You can get a new domain or use a domain that you've already added to 10web, or if you have it hosted or registered somewhere else, you can migrate it to 10web easily. Next is the hosting services tab. This basically gives you information about your hosting. With 10web, you have the data center and IP, SFTP, database access, and SSH connection. So this is kind of an advanced setting or option, but if you know, you know, these are where you can find them. Aside from that, you also have the logs, resource usage, redirects, and the staging environment settings over here. And below that, you will find the plugins. So the e-commerce is powered by WooCommerce, and the page builder is powered by Elementor. So basically, this is just a reformatted, stripped down version of the WordPress dashboard. You can add new plugins from here. You can see the inactive or available updates up here, and you can, delete or deactivate certain plugins from this menu. Next is the WordPress themes. You will see all the installed themes, or you could change or add another theme if you want to. Although, if you're already using 10web AI, I don't really see the need to add a new theme because you can just use the existing theme and build it using AI and Elementor. And at the bottom here, there's also the backups menu, which is very important. You can set up incremental backups like daily backups or weekly backups as you wish. And it'll all be stored on your 10AI dashboard over here. And again, for the white label options, just in case all the other options and menus weren't that visible, you'll find it down here. So going back, these are all the options that you have for 10web AI website builder. Now, the main selling point of this tool is that you're able to get a website from scratch without having to, build a website from scratch.